Have you ever wondered when you meet children out there and you're thinking, how did this one learn how to be so violent? How is this one shouting? How? What is wrong with this other one? Of course, parenting is difficult, it is challenging, there is no manual whatsoever, there is no clear guide on this is right, this is not right. But there are some things you might look at and you're thinking, this is definitely not right, right? Yeah. So I have some few points. I've started a series on teaching your child good behavior. Some of the things I am applying for my children with my children. So I just thought to start sharing some of those things that will be coming up in episodes so that we just have a conversation around it. If you're new here and you're thinking about whether or not to subscribe, please subscribe and share this content, like, and also give me your comments about the things you think. My name is Amy. This is my daughter. We'll be shooting with her this episode. I'm glad you spared time. Welcome to my channel. So, like I said in this episode, I'm talking about teaching good behavior. We start very early to teach our children good behavior because children can understand. You want them to speak right, dear parent. You want them to speak properly. You want them to speak correctly. Don't tell them nunu for uchungu. No, 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 no. Pronounce those words well. My 1 year old can now say aeroplane properly. Why? Because I started telling him quite early properly. And this is for African parents. You want to twist the words. Kisu, baby saying kisu in Swahili, kisu is knife. Knife in Swahili is kisu. And you're there saying isu or tisu or whatever. No, don't say that. Because when you say that, the child hears different things. When they say isu, what their brain has registered is kisu. So just pronounce the words right. Okay? Pronounce the words right, and that is how they will learn how to speak correctly. You want them to have confidence at quite an early, small, young age. So talk to them like you would an adult. The words, I mean the words. Pronounce the words as they should be. They do understand. And because they can understand words, they can understand communication. They understand a whole lot more with regard to behavior. How do you teach your child not to touch the television, for example? Because some of them could cause so much damage. You warn them today, don't touch. You warn them tomorrow, don't touch. If they do, you spank them a little, right? And over time, you'll realize every time you say, Daddy or so and so, stop, they stop. How did they learn that? Children understand, and they could be very manipulative. So you have to start quite early. And here are my 2 cents on what you could do with regard to some behavior. So welcome on board. Number one, whenever a child, teach them how to say sorry. Let me call this point. Teach them how to say sorry and not to be violent. Because saying sorry and being kind is a good behavior. It's good behavior, right? Right. You would want your child to say sorry when they have messed up. You don't want your child going back and repulsing every move, even from adults, when they have really messed up and they are the ones on the wrong. So teach your child to say sorry. This is how you start. When they hit themselves on something, when they hit their head on something and they're coming crying, what would you do as a parent? Tell me in the comment section what is usually quick to do. You'd see parents going to that wall or the floor and they are hitting the floor. Wewe, nini? Tumechapa floor. So you distract baby by showing baby they can hit the floor. They can be violent at something that, yes, that is violence, dear parents. You're teaching them they can hit whatever has hit them. There's a different stage of teaching children how to be aggressive and how aggressive in a good way, how to be able to defend themselves because they need to know in a good way. But as little as they are, they hit themselves on the floor. I would rather you tell them, hush, sorry, Baba, sorry. Sorry, don't go back there. Don't do this. You will hit yourself. Teach them from it instead of telling them, Tawe, apa, umechapa. Like in Swahili, that is to say we have hit the floor. Yeah, this floor is bad. We have hit it. That way you distract baby. True, baby will keep quiet. But something has registered in their mind that it's okay to be violent. That is how it starts. Next time, next time somebody accidentally, yes, accidentally, an adult could accidentally step on them in the supermarket, in the mall, for example, they could accidentally get hit on and they will be following that person to hit them back. And as you laugh at it, as you say, hey, watoto, 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 that is how they grow up and they know it's okay to be violent and hit somebody back, even if they're an adult. Did you hear that? Number two, teach your children how to do house chores by allowing them to participate in house activities. Have you wondered uh, on a Saturday morning, as early on a weekend in Africa, definitely. I don't know what happens in Europe. You could share with me if you're watching from abroad what happens. But on a weekend, you see children are not going to school. It's Saturday morning, 8 a.m. or 9. You see children out already playing. They're hitting ball here and there. It's ball. The ball is hitting people's cars and alarms are everywhere. Everybody's car is alarms have gone off, or is it on? Tell me, when the alarm starts producing the sound, the noise it should make, is that going on or going off? Yes. So you see children outside. You might think that is normal, but that means there are so many people who do not know how to do work in the house. This is a personal opinion. How about even if you have a help, you have a house girl, you have a domestic manager, you have a house help in the house, or a home affairs minister in the house, they are helping out, right? But on Saturday, you engage your children. You start teaching them as young as they are, not going out to play before this time because you are helping out to mop, to wash utensils, fold your clothes, for example, if you have teenagers. Fold your clothes, spread your bed, for example. It will not break them, it will just teach them good manners. Yes, they will be adults and they will need to fold their clothes. They will need at one point, even if they will afford domestic managers. But don't you think it's just good? Tell me in the comment section, don't you think it's just good? And how early should it start? You see, when you're washing clothes, your toddler comes along crawling. They want to touch clothes and you send them away. Go away. They want to help you roll chapatis. Yeah? They are crying down there. You are kneading and maybe rolling, you're cooking up there, and they want to see what's happening. And you're busy asking, so and so, come and take baby. So and so, come and take baby. The time when you want them to come and participate, they will probably shrug their shoulders because this is not what they're used to. They have reached a stage of self identification. They're starting to realize themselves, probably actualize themselves. And then you want them in the kitchen to wash utensils. Once in a while, try it with your baby. You're 1 year old, you're 2 year old. Try it with them today. If they're in the house and you're washing utensils, or auntie is washing utensils, and they want to come along, or you're a nanny, you are a nanny, allow them to just touch the water. Of course, they will distract you for a minute or two. Allow them. It will not hurt them. It will not. Allow them to touch the water. Allow them to play with the cup, which is, of course, safe to do. The cup which will not break and then cause damage. You could give them a sieve, kichungi. You could give them so they tap in the water and something like that for a minute or two and then put them away. Of course, they will resist, but put them away. But they would have known it's okay to wash utensils. As you mop the house, allow them to touch that duster once in a while. That is good. That is good, by the way. That is good. So allow them to touch the utensils, allow them to touch something here and there. It will not break them. That is how you introduce a child to doing house chores. So on Saturday morning, when they are adults, they are grown, it will not be a whole new topic trying to encourage them to come along and wash utensils or come and brush your shoes, for example. Even if the domestic manager can do it, just allow your children to participate. Sorry, this one needs attention. I have to go. But that is good behavior. That is good behavior, right? You can share with me in the comment section. That is what I think. And in all this, with also not teaching violence, develop a habit of talking to your child. Your child can understand. This is point three of, or yeah, definitely. Talk to your child. Don't shout. Even if you find them in mess, they have messed up things right up center everywhere. Don't shout. Talk to them. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? Would you explain to mama? Niambie kwa nini umefanya hivi? Something like that. No, 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 you should not do this. Don't be there shouting, hitting them, and scaring everything out of them. Baby will pick up that behavior and will know it's okay to shout. And your child will be shouting everywhere because they are upset, and people will be telling themselves, this child, develop a habit of talking to them, especially if you find them like 10-15 minutes into something they have messed up. Of course, at this time your emotions are also everywhere, you might not be able to remember, but try to calm yourself down. Don't shout. Talk to them, the child will understand. This one is sleeping. Another good behavior is sharing. Teach your child as young as they are how to share. Sharing things here and there. Have toys and have other kids around. Encourage them to go out and lose some of those toys. It is part of growing, not lose like it. Yes, of course, it will not come back to the house. I know it costs money, dear mama. Encourage them. It will be in someone else's house, just in the neighborhood. Just like another toy will find itself in your house. Let them develop these social skills with people. Let them share. Have children around and have toys there, and just see how they behave around their toys and other children. Encourage them to share, because sharing is definitely a good behavior. This is how adults will grow up, and they will learn how to share, how to come through for other people, and we'll have a good community. But if everybody is just closed in their doors, these are mine, they cannot even share with their sibling, these are mine. How do you expect this child to grow into an adult that will come through or maybe help somebody out when they're in need? Teach your child how to share. Invite children or take them to parties out and just see how they behave around what is called theirs. Encourage them to share in a good way, because some of them could share everything, including their clothes, and come back home naked. Yeah? Just teach what is right, what is not right. Sharing. Okay? Encourage your child to share. And finally, celebrate good wins. You give your child something and they say thank you, appreciate them. You could even sing and dance so they know it is a good thing to say thank you. It is a good thing. Even if they don't know, they see mommy always gets happy, or daddy appreciates when I say thank you, or this happens when I say thank you. So I would keep saying thank you whenever I'm given something. Okay? So appreciate small good wins, because children learn from observation. When you are happy, with time you live and see, as young as they are, 1 year, 7 months, they say thank you and you appreciate, or you fail to appreciate this day, they will remind you by saying, do da, or something, well done, because that is what you do, or thank you, or good boy. They will be saying such things. So appreciate small wins, teach them how to share, learn to speak to them, not to shout. Teach them how to participate, allow them to participate in house chores. It is good for even their brain development. When they explore with different things, different material, different texture of things, different environments, it's good for their brain as young as you think they are. When they are approaching you, don't chase them away. And finally, teach them how to say sorry, not to be violent. Those are my 2 cents. I hope you learned a few things. Please like, share, subscribe. Watch out for the next video. I'm glad you spared time. Bye.